done up today. Just a quick live because I've got 2 videos to edit and I'll be putting one up today. Kaylee's video is going up today and then Vera's video is going up tomorrow. So I've got all that to do today. So let me just get the chat up while I'm sitting here. It's freezing. I've got my heating on. I'm going to need to get my house coat and wrap it around myself. There we are. Let me get my house coat and wrap it. Do you know what I do with my house coat? I put it on backwards when I sit here like this. Does anybody else do that, or is it just me? That's what I do. Good morning, sweet Jacqueline. Oh, Jacqueline, I loved your video. Oh my goodness, I loved your video. Sky. There's my sweet Sky. Jacqueline, I love your background. I think it's my favourite background. And you know, I love Christmas and all that. I love your Christmas background. But it's so gorgeous with your flowers and everything. And I sit and smile. See the whole video? I've got a smile on my face. So thank you so much for doing that video and dedicating it to me. I had a tear in my eye. Everyone, see, if you haven't seen Jacqueline's background, please go and visit her channel. Give her a thumbs up and some love because she's a wonderful, wonderful friend of mine. So, as I said, I've done 2 videos. Listen, see, today, do you know where yous have been? Yous haven't been on a cruise. No, no, no. Yous have been in Europe and North Africa. You've been today. Yes, I loved it so much. Oh, thank you very much, Jacqueline. I really did love it. And I was sitting with a smile on my face. Oh, it's a beautiful... You always do the back... You put my background to shame. There's mine. That's what I've got. That's what I work with. She is very, very creative. But I love her whole videos as well. Jenny, good morning, my sweet Jenny. Good morning, Jenny. I took these to Europe and Africa today. I'm a travel agent this morning. That's the video that's going up today, is the travel agent one. Edge of ASMR, good morning to you. Thank you for coming in. But see in the book, Croatia is in the book, and I was in Croatia. Can you believe it's going to be 2 years ago? I was in. Scotland's going to try and get back into Europe, I can assure you. We're out of Europe right now, but Scotland's going to try and get back in, because we love Europe. Thank you, Jacqueline. So, see, looking at these places, and do you know something? It's a pure bargain, my video today, because it's not going to cost you £700 for a week. No, no, no. It's not going to cost you £900 for a week. It's going to cost you 20 quid. There you are. 20 quid for a holiday of your choice anywhere you want to go, including flights and transfers from the airport. Isn't that an ASMR bargain? So we're all going. I don't know where we're going yet. There's so many beautiful places we've chose. I think I want to go back to Croatia though, because, you know, I love Croatia. I really do. What's that? Croatia's my place. I love it. Angela, good morning to you, sweet Angela. Good morning. Yes, so it was a great video to do this morning. Mikey, down. Mikey's going to dig the couch up. Yes, naughty energy drink. I know, Sky, 20 quid's all it's going to cost you to go a fabulous, fabulous holiday, because it's an ASMR holiday, you see. 20 quid. And there was places like Tunisia. I've never been to Tunisia. I've heard some dodgy things about Tunisia. Maybe Tunisia is a fabulous, fabulous place. I don't know. But I have heard a bit of dodginess, so I don't want to go there with these. I have been name dropping, Angela, countries, because I've been, as I say, I've been right through a lot of Europe. When I was 16 years old, I went through it also. I've been all the way through France, Sky. I've been all the way right through France. Italy, I've been in Austria, I've been in Switzerland. I think I was at the bottom of Switzerland. Croatia, I've been in Greece. So I've been Spain. I've been I've been lucky to go in a few places. Um, so my imagination was running wild this morning as a travel agent. I love it. And I thought, you need a bargain holiday, don't you? You need a bargain holiday. That's where all of us, we're all going. We're all, pack your bags, we're all away. That's where we're going. So we've chose some destinations. Thank you, sweet chocolate. I thought I had to do my makeup nice, being a travel agent and all. I even said to my son, what colour of nails do you think a travel agent would have? And he said blue. Although they look grey there, they're actually blue, like a blue colour. But they do look grey on camera, but they're not. They're blue when you see them real. So, oh, yeah, I know, Sky. So it was wonderful. See, looking at the buffet pools and stuff like that. I don't know about you, but I need to have a pool, right? I need a pool. You know that I love water. And I like a beach because I like to swim in the sea as well. So I like that. And I like somewhere that you can go excursions. So I decided what we were going to do is we were going to go to Croatia. And we were going to go to Dubrovnik, where I was 2 years ago. And we're going on a thing called a 3-island cruise. Right? So you're on the boat all day, right? And you get your flavourings on the boat. You get non-stop flavouring. If your glass is empty, they come and fill it up, right? So we've got all that, and we've got food and stuff. And we go around 3 different islands in Croatia. But we also stop in the middle of the sea so that we can all dive into the water, which my ex-husband would never have done because he's terrified of sharks. Me, on the other hand, I'm decent. I'll be in there. I'll be in there. I'll wait until I see a fin out the water or hear that doo-doo, doo-doo, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. See if I hear that, I'm out of there. I'm out. I'm out of the water. Emma, good morning to you. 3:30. It's 9:30 in the morning here in Scotland. I'll show you out the window today. It's not a good day, look. It's grey and wet and horrible. That's the day we've got, but I'm hoping that my plants are going to start sprouting. I don't even know how long it takes for them to start sprouting. I keep checking the box. Sky, save me from the sharks. Save me from the sharks. But listen, I'm in the water. I'll take my chances with the sharks. I'm just... In fact, my ex-husband, he was... we were in one of the Croatian islands called Ball. And it is cold, Jenny. That's how I've got my house coat. And I put it on backwards, you see, like that, when I'm sitting here. We were on a pedalo, pedaling, and people were out in the water, and I wanted to go way out there as well with the pet. I'm saying, let's go right out there with the pet. He wouldn't let us. So all we done was pedalo really quite close to the shore. I was like, I want to pedalo out there. How come we no pedalo out in the deep? But he wasn't having it. But even to get on a pedalo, you know, that took some courage for him because, as I say, sharks, aliens is my thing. Sharks is the ex-husband's thing. Yes, I know. I know. Angela, can you imagine that? I'd be out the water. That's a great film. See if you haven't seen it for a while, give it a watch again. It's great. Do you know the bit I like? And I swear, me and my brother have done this exact thing. They're all in the boat. They're all in the boat, and alien sharks. Sky would get that. They're all in the boat, and they start talking about scars they've got. And see that scar there? That was. I get a knife there, and going to see that scar there. Right, and then the guy lifts up his leg and goes, see the scar on my leg and everything. So they're trying to get one up in each other. Me and my brother done that, I swear to God, because you know how he got his kidney removed and stuff. We were in his room and he was showing me fossils because he loves fossils. And he was going, see that scar there, that's where they done that. And I said to him, see my ankle scar, that's where they done the tendon transfer. And then he said, and see that scar here? And I said, and see that one, that's where they put the metal rod. And he said, see that one, that's where I get my kidney removed. And I lifted up my top and went, see that one? That's right there, my whole body like that. That's where they cut me in half. I don't know who won. I think I won it. I think I won that. You know, but he's always trying to get one better than me, so I think I won the scar battle. But it reminded me, the drunken sea shanties. You know, it reminded me of that scene in Jaws where they're all comparing their scars. Usually when they've had flavouring, but I never had flavouring that day. I just, you know what I'm like. But I'm very conscious of my scars, especially even the ones on my leg. I've got hairs. Poppy is shedding just now, and it's like Jack Russell's snow. That's what it is. It floats about in the air. Scar Wars. Oh my God, Angela, that's awesome. Oh, I'm going to need to steal that. I hope your husband doesn't mind. I'm going to steal that. Scar Wars. I've done so. I think I won it. I think I won the Scar Wars. Although my brother did get a kidney taken out and his renal gland. That's pretty serious. You know what I mean? But I think me getting bits cut off me as well. I think I won. Yeah, we'll do that. Listen, we've got our cruise to look forward to, right? See this brochure that I'm doing today? It's for the year 2022. So we've got plenty of time to plan this, where we're going and stuff like that, what we're going to be up to. And it's lovely. There's Greece in it. There's Cyprus. It's a beautiful way to see it. It's a lovely, lovely book. I was right there this morning. I really was. So I hope yous are right there when yous watch it as well. And I'm trying to talk like a travel agent. You know, we'll see these sites and stuff like that. Do you fancy this place? 20 quid. 20 quid. So I write down things and then I say to you, right, you can phone me. And I'll just take the payment online and stuff like that over the phone, the 20 quid. And that's where we're going. Tunisia, Morocco, let's go, £20. It's as if we got the holiday for the barras. Thank you, sweet Jacqueline, for telling everybody. Please give me a thumbs up. Although some people give me a thumbs down, and that's okay as well. I don't mind. But it's like I got the holiday for the bars. 20 quid a holiday. Much would you pay for this holiday? £100? No. £50? Scrap that. £25? I can do better. 20 quid. Flights and everything. Flights. And there was some good, it was like Qatar Airlines, you know what I mean? It was like good flights we've got. We're going first class. But see, if I was the ruler of the world, we would all be going. See everybody in the chat and that, they would all be there. I'd take yous. That's where we'd be going our cruise first. Heather and Marshall, my lovely Heather and Marshall. They're desperate to go a cruise, so we'll do the cruise, the whole cruise first, right? And then we'll go to, I don't know where we're going yet, but we can have a look through this book. Somewhere either in Europe or North Africa we're going. Although, see, if we go to North Africa, we're going to need shots. I mentioned that. We're going to need a jag or two. I think, is it malaria that you get a jag for? I'm not sure, but we're going to need our jags if we go to Tunisia or Morocco. Yes, and then we'll all go back to Heather and Michelle's in Vegas and live it up there. I want to see some shows in Vegas. I want to see some risky shows, know how they do like the whole Moulin Rouge and stuff. I want to see that close up. All these Vegas showgirls, that'll be my bloody glory. I will. Heather Marshall will be going, would you come? Don't be touching the people. I'd be in the nick. I'd be in the Vegas police station. And I have seen the Vegas police station because there's a whole YouTube thing about people that get arrested in Vegas and they go to the police station. So I know what they do. Yeah, let's do some burlesque. Let's. I'll go up on the stage. I'll try it. See, after a few flavourings, give me a fan and an ostrich feather, and I'll be up there. I won't look very good, but I'll give it my go. I'll try my best. And they've got pole dancing and stuff like that. Get aside, late. I'm on the pole. It's my turn. Yous can go next. I'm on the pole first. I'd been casualty. I'd end up, here at my age, I'd pull a hip out or something like that. You know, it'd be terrible. Oh, the Wax Museum. I don't even know what that is, Angela, the Wax Museum. But do you know where I would love to go to a museum? Amsterdam. Amsterdam's museum. And it's a, how can I put this? It's a romantic, it's about history of romantic things, if you understand what I'm trying to say to you. A risky museum. But I want to, I'm really interested in what they did. As I said before, see back in the day, if a girl showed an ankle, that was like porn. She showed her ankle like that, you know what I mean? So I'm interested in that, about history of naughty things. No surprise, everybody, we all want to go there. Jenny, I would as well. I'd try and swing around the pole, but I'd be down. It'd be Blueberry's down again. She's down. Sky, you would be wonderful because you're so gorgeous and everything like that. You'd be wonderful at the Moulin Rouge. I love that film, by the way. And what's her name? Christina Aguilera. She's some singer, but she's gorgeous as well, isn't she? The film was Cher. I mean, Cher. You've just got to love Cher. Who doesn't love Cher? I love Cher. So that's a great film. I love that film, Moulin Rouge. I wish I could be that you know, sexy, you know, with a fan and a bit of an ostrich feather and stuff like that. But I'm gonna look a hot mess. I'll be like a big fat sausage getting squashed into some kind of basket, you know, get squashed me in there. And there's no boobies, so I mean, what am I going to entice folk with? I don't know. Here, I'd like them to try though. I would like them to say, right, sort me out. You wouldn't make a fool of yourself, Sky. You would be beautiful. You'd be very, very beautiful. So you would. I'd make a fool of myself, but that I don't mind that. I don't mind. I was talking to my mum about that this morning, actually. And I remember we were talking about hospitals because we were talking about how proud we are of our Sophie. Our Sophie's doing fantastic. And she's in a ward now with other people, which is good. And I said to my mum, I remember the nurse saying, but always can tell what ward you're in, what room you're in, because all you hear is laughter. And I says, I don't know if that's a good thing, Mum. I think it must be like the little injections they gave me. That helped a lot. I remember the last time I was in, my daughter Amanda, she had a snake, right? A real snake she had at the time. And she was talking about that they've got to feed the snake mice, right? Unfortunately, they're called pinkies as well, that's the name of them. And she keeps them in her freezer. And I remember at first I was absolutely freaked out thinking about these mice in the freezer. But I get used to it, you know, I used to have some of them in my freezer for her. Yes, Sky. Oh, I know. I said to my mum, it says to Sophie, see all the ladies in this chat, we were all praying for you, Sophie. So I think she was really happy with that, Sky. And she's doing fantastic, so she is. I mean, I can't believe how great she's got. She was even starting to bitch a little about the nurses. That's when you know you're on the road to recovery. To say to her, darling, don't be bitching at the nurses because they're only doing their best for you. They're doing their best. But it gets on your nerves. See, if you're in hospital a long time, things start really getting on your nerves. Like, you're trying to sleep at night and, for instance, when I wasn't in the hospital, so I was a different hospital. I've done lots of hospitals in Scotland. And there was a poor wee lady, right? I didn't know what she was in for at the time. But she just used to shout, Jimmy. Jimmy, 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 Jimmy. Oh, Jimmy, Jimmy. Jimmy, Jimmy, Jimmy. All day and all night, right? So, Jimmy, oh, Jimmy, 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 right? Whole time, Jimmy, Jimmy, Jim, right? And for 3 days, the lady was shouting Jimmy, and by the third day, I was starting to get on my bloody nerves, and I really was. And I remember shouting, "Jimmy's no here. Would you shut up?" like that. Oh, there's my golfer girl. Good morning, golfer girl. Yes, it was a corn snake. Yes, Jenny, that's what it was. It was a corn snake she had. Um, Jimmy, Jimmy, Jimmy. That's all. And I was going, oh, Jesus. I was like, see if I hear. And both my dad and brother are called James, but people call them Jim. And Jimmy, my daughters and my son called their Uncle Jimmy, right? So I was like, oh, but see, you hold it together, but it just, you end up snapping. Jimmy's no here. They had to move her out the ward one night because none of us were getting any sleep. And in my sleep, all I could hear was Jimmy, 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 Jimmy. That is it. And God help the lady. I'm not making a fool of her. I'm just telling you what my experience, one of my many experiences in hospital. Sky, see, when I was a wee girl, I must have been about 7 or 8 years old, right? I was going for an operation. They were taking a bit of bone out of my ankle, and they were putting what they called, it was like a tent peg, it looked like, into my ankle bone. And they gave me something that, it wasn't, they gave me a tablet, right? But it made me high as a wee girl. I didn't know what the hell was going on. But all of a sudden, I was really happy about going down for an operation. And I was saying to them, I know French. I was saying, and I was going, sur la pont d'Avignon, something, and I'm singing. And another one I was singing, tortue telepete to tortue telepete to, it's about a tortoise apparently, right? So I'm singing all that, right? They're wheeling me down to the theatre, and I'm like the Queen, and I'm waving at people like that, going down to the theatre. I had no idea. I mean, I was only a wee girl, so I was. So it must have been a wee pre-med they gave me, because it's my first experience of being high. So there you are. That was me. It is. It's so hard to sleep, Angela. And I always take a fancy. I take a little fan in me as well, because I'm always boiling in the hospitals. So I kind of know what you need to take in, what gets you through. But see, me, I take my cross stitching, and that takes me away from whatever's going on, and I sit in a cross stitch. That's it, guys. See, when I'm high, I'm fluent. I'm fluent in La France. Fluent, and I was only, as I say, I was only about 7 year old or something when I got that operation. As I say, my whole life it's been nasty operations in hospitals. I've got loads of stories. And see, after that, now, don't forget, this is going back into the 70s, right? And there was a poor boy that was in the same ward as me, and he had one leg shorter than the other leg. So they had like wooden planks on his legs, right? And every morning they would tighten this screw that was in the boy's leg to try and lengthen the bone, right? And you would hear the poor boy screaming every morning. I'll never forget it. But he was in a wheelchair, and he had like a metal plank in between his legs. And I was in a wheelchair after getting this tent peg shoved in my ankle. And I'm trying to go this wheelchair. And this boy was ramming me. It was like the Dodgers. Bang, like that. Every chance he got, he was like ramming into me. But just pack it and stop it. I was only a wee girl. It was terrible. Although he was taking out his frustration on me, apparently. I got it. I got rammed, well, that sounds naughty, but it was like the Dodgers. Yes, golf girl, I had the clicker, the morphine clicker after the boobs and after the metal rod in the leg. add the morphine clicker, and they said to me, you click the button when it goes green, right? My finger never stopped doing that. My finger was like that. If it was red, it didn't matter. I know it was Sky, I was close there to the gutter, wasn't I? I was very, very close to the gutter. But that was a shame for that boy. That was the kind of, I don't know if they do that treatment now, but as I say, this was back in the 70s, and they were trying to lengthen the boy's leg with tightening a pin every morning to pull the bone. And there was a girl that was in with me. I've also got like scoliosis, so I've got a bend in the bottom of my spine, a curve in the bottom of my spine, but I've got an extra vertebrae like stuck in it. It's the whole thing. But there was a girl that also had scoliosis, but her scoliosis was in the shape of an S. Her spine was in the shape of an S, and she was about 6 foot. She was huge. She was very, very tall, and her spine was like that in the shape of an S. She did go in and get the metal rod put down the spine. That's a risky operation, so it is. I was prepped for. They were going to take me down for that operation. I was in the gown and everything, but they said that they didn't think I would grow anymore, so I'd be okay. Do they still do that, Angela? See, I've always wondered if that was just a medieval thing or if they still do it. I know, see, some people are very loud. Oh my God, see, people been sick. I know it's a shame. But you get to know everybody's business as well, don't you? See, when I had visitors, I was going, that wee woman's in for her, she's in for her bowels, and her over there, she's in for the acid reflux thing and all the rest of it. And her, she's in because she's got a bad leg, and you know everybody's business because they pull a curtain round you, but that's not, that you hear everything. You hear the doctors. I'll tell you this story. I don't know if I've told you this story before. It was when I was in having Sophie, right, my firstborn. As I said, I was, I was probably one of the oldest ones in the place. So there was a girl across from me, right, and I got an internal. A man came in to give me an internal, and he was a black man, and he had huge fingers. Right, I'm not kidding. Huge fingers and fingernails. Right, they didn't even cut his fingernail. Huge, biggest fingers I've ever seen in my life. So he gloves up and he's giving me an internal, and I was thinking, oh yeah, oh that's, it was killing me. I was like, oh, and he's going, you're still like 3 dilated and things like that, and I was like, right, okay, right, that's fine. So he went over to the lassie across from me, right. And I thought to myself, oh Christ, she's going to get it. She's going to get it. I'm waiting on it, right? And he says, right, I'll give you an internal. I can hear the gloves snapping on, right? And put your ankles together and flop your knees, right? It was all that kind of stuff that was going on. And then the poor lassie was going, oh, mammy, daddy, oh, mammy, daddy, oh, mammy, daddy, like that. And I was like, I was trying to hold it together. I was going, oh my God, I know what's going on in there. And I was like, oh my God. So anyway, the doctor went away and she came over and she said, that's the worst internal I've ever had in my life. I said, I know. I says, me too, but I could hear her. Mammy, daddy, she was shouting. I managed to just bite my lip when I was getting it. TR, good morning to you. Good morning and welcome. Yeah, the curtain, they bring the curtain in, but you still hear everybody's bit. And I'm a listener. You know I'm nosy as hell. I'm like, what's going on in there? What's that? Oh, blood pressure. Our blood pressure's pretty high today. Higher than yesterday. See, I'm dead nosy. Sky, this man had the biggest sausage fingers I've ever seen in my life. It was no joke. My cervix was still at 3 centimetres, but I think after that it must have been like 6 or something. But the poor girl across me, she couldn't take it as well as I took it like a man. She did it, Mammy Daddy. Poor lassie, that's what she was shouting. Oh, Mammy. Oh, Mammy Daddy. Mammy Daddy, like that. I was like, I was like, Sky, you'll be okay. This was going back in the day. This was. I thought, I wonder if they've got this guy because he's long fingers. Maybe he can fasten up the whole labour procedure. But I think I think my cervix went to a solid 6 after that. I'd been a 3 for like 5 hours, and I think I jumped. Here, maybe that's what the poor Jimmy lady was thinking about. I think Jimmy was her husband. Be shame for her. Big Angela, I've never seen fingers like it in my life. They were like that length. And see when they're coming over to you for an internal, I was like, oh no, I was like, oh my God, that guy's going to be giving me an internal. He's going to snap, and I was, oh my God, lubricant. Thank God for lubricant. Thank God for lubricant. But I bit my lip, as I say, I took it well. And then that poor girl, she, oh. Yeah, so that was when I was 21 as well. But I think that they chose him just because his fingers, the biggest fingers I've ever seen in my life. I'm not kidding. I see if you were on a blind date with that guy and you met him, you'd be like, I need to think twice about this. I don't know if I can handle you, pal. I need to look at things. That's scary. That is scaring me. That was the fingers. Anyway. So I've had lots of crazy stuff happening to me. Incidentally, I peed the bed. Just coming out of it. They burst my water, so that was so offended. They popped my waters and I peed the bed. I remember that. That wasn't. I didn't intentionally just go, I'm going to pee now. It just came out, so it did. Sky, see when you're in labour, you're running no place. I did say to them, that's it, I'm going home. And they're going, no, lie back and all that. We start pushing. You know, when you're in labour, you're not running anywhere, although you're saying it. I'm like, give me, where's the gas and air? What do you need to do in this hospital to get some gas and air, for God's sake? Give me it. And then when I got it, I was saying to the ex-husband, here, try it. Go on, have a go. And he's going, I don't want it. I'm going to try the bloody gas in there. He's going, I don't want it. I'm going, oh well. Shh. And I had a wee mouthpiece that you could put it in your mouth and shook it in that way. And I was thrashing about so much that the tube kept falling out, and I was just ended up with this little pipe thing like that in my mouth. Jenny, it was, and Angela, the fingers. I'll never forget that. I'll never forget that man. Never forget him. See when I was just staring at his fingers as he was. I'm going to give you an internal. I didn't even look at his face. I was just looking at his hand in dread. Oh my God. I was thinking he's got that job because he can get right in it. The cervix was like, and I was like, oh my God, the pain. Ow. And I'm only a wee lassie too, you know what I mean? I'm only 5 foot. And I was quite thin, Bill. I was pregnant, but I was a thinner lady. Jenny, the gas net, I was like, shh. And the radio was always on. I'm going, that's echoing. That it does this kind of noise. I'm going, that radio is echoing really loud. This is all, see this pregnancy, that's his fault, that's my man's fault. He done this to me. See you, I don't want to, go away, I don't even want to look at you now. He done this to me. And then you always go, never again. I'm never having another child again. And then see, as soon as they're born and you've got them, you're like, oh my God, I want more. Angela, they burst my waters the three times they burst my waters. With Sophie, See, there was a concern. They told me before that I wouldn't be able to carry any children because of the whole spine thing. They thought that this particular thing might flick out. They didn't know how it was going to happen. So I was warned not to be pregnant. But like everything else, if they tell me I can't do it, I'm going to try and do it. And with Sophie, I was huge with Sophie, and it was becoming dangerous for my spine and everything like that, because it was so big. So they induced me 3 weeks early. With Amanda, 2 weeks, and with Peter, I managed to hang on to the exact day that he was due, and then they induced me the 3 times. Go for girl. My God, Jenny, see, there's none of that in our hospital. There wouldn't be none of that screaming, just getting touched. And there was, do you know, I'll tell you what happened, right? And I wanted to physically tackle one of the midwives, but I think she done me a favour. With Sophie, I felt as if I was like 18 and a half hours of solid, like terrible pain labour. And there became a point that I was starting to just take the pain and not even say ouch or anything, and just I felt as if I was fading away. I felt I'm dying now. This is it. I'm just going to die now, and I'd kind of gave up. And this midwife came right up to my face and went, "This is what happens when you have children, and when you have intimate relations. This is what happens." And I thought, "Who are you talking to?" And it brought me round. I was going, "See her, she's an absolute clown." Her. And it gave me she was being nasty to me, but I think she was deliberately being nasty to kind of, hold on a minute, where's my shoes? Bring me round. So she did. She enraged me. Oh my goodness, you've got, oh, golfer girl, congratulations. Oh, that's wonderful news. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm so happy for you. Congratulations to all the family and your beautiful bundle of joy. See, I was the crazy one. I was the one going, "See her, she's not in as much pain as what I am." Don't be giving me the gas there and stuff. I turn into something else. See, from one flavour, I love everybody. I just want to cuddle yous all, squish yous and take yous home. Erin, good morning to you, beautiful Erin. Some people, I was the loud one. I was pretty loud when I was giving birth. But it was a lot of swearing. Nathan, the doggies are doing great. I'll show you that one of them's here in his beddie, and one of them's over there on the couch. That's my babas. That's my babies. Oh my God, oh, I love babies so much. I can't wait to be a granny. I'm going to see the day that one of my children tell me that I'm going to be a granny. I'm going to be over the moon. I really am. Because I'm going to be 50. I think they should come on now. I'm 50. I need some grandkids to look after. And then play with them all day long and then send them home. Have them for the good times and then go back to your mum or dad. Yeah, oh, do you know, see babies, it's a sign, see right here in the neck area of a baby, if you get your nose right in there, oh, the smell's amazing. Or at the top of the head. That's true, walking the hot is because, see, Amanda, I was 3 hours with Amanda, and I never even had time for pain relief. I did have the gas in there, but I was wanting an injection of some sort. But they're going, no, baby's going to be, I'm going, you're lying at me. I was 18 and a half hours with my first daughter. No, it's just 3 hours I was with Amanda for the first pain. That girl ran out. And then as soon as she was born, she peed on a nurse, and we knew she was trouble. With Peter, it was different because I mean, I was 29, and it was a brand new hospital we were in. Goldust, good morning to you. Yeah, I know Sky say I can't wait to be a granny. And I was in labour with Peter. Everything was going fine, but there was a lot of doctors and stuff around me. And then they said to me that the baby was in distress. Every contraction I was getting, Peter's heart rate was going down. But it turned out he had the cord wrapped around his neck. So every time I was having a contraction, it was choking him. So they had to rush me down for an emergency C-section. So each one of my births was completely different. Completely different. You don't get two the same. They're all, and everybody you talk to, their birthing stories different. But I mean, it's bad at the time. But see, when you've got the baby, when you've had a baby, it's the best feeling in the whole world, and you would do it 100 times again, just to have this gorgeous, gorgeous bundle of joy in your hand. I can't wait to be walking about with a pram again. I miss that, having the pram. Oh, I miss everything. Even as we were talking yesterday about the CBBS and things like that, the kids' shows and telly. I miss sitting watching all that. Oh, Erin, yeah. Yeah, see, the same, I had no idea as well. I just thought, this is great. You've got a lot more doctors and nurses all round about, you know. But I had no idea that every contraction I was getting, his heart was dropping because of the cord. So that was a scary situation. I was rushed down. I was rushed down to the theatre, and I had just had tea and toast, and they had to knock me out. So my goodness, see, some people are like that. Angela, my niece, is like that. She gets that, oh, I'm going to have a baby. Oh, I've got a contraction, and like an hour and a half later, the baby's born. Mine's not so much. Mine's were, well, apart from Amanda, but Peter and Sophie was the longest. That was pretty long, and it was snowing. She's in the 13th of January, and it was snowing, and I thought I'm not even going to get any visitors because nobody's going to be able to travel. Yeah, and then after getting the C-section, I got into trouble. Remember, I was telling you, I was all cut open. And do you know if you have see, even coughing, they've got to kind of bind you to cough because you use that belly muscle. So or sneezing, everything's sore. So I managed to get myself a cup of coffee and go back to my room, but I'd been spilling bits and I couldn't bend down to clean it up. And a cleaner came in like that, raging at me. Oh, so it's you then. You're the one that's messing up the hallway with coffee. Look at all the coffee going into your room. And I was like, I can't bend down to clean it up. So I'm getting into trouble here. So anyway, guys, I'm going to go. I've got 2 videos to edit. And one will be going up today for Keely, my gorgeous Keely. And one tomorrow for Vera. And I'm going to be taking yous on holiday today. So pack your bags. Pack your bags. Get your bikini and swimming costume. We're all going to Europe or North Africa. That's where we'll get our shots as well. I'll give you your shots. So I'll be back tomorrow, Friday tomorrow. And I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful day. I'm going to give you a big, big kiss now. Pucker up. Bye, everyone.